This may have saved the season for the Toronto Blue Jays. A comeback effort that nobody, and I mean nobody, saw coming against the Boston Red Sox happened last night, and it feels good. It feels good as a Blue Jay fan to be back on the winning side of things. Now, can this spark the team after what has been a very lackluster stretch of baseball? We'll break that down and much more coming up on this episode of 3 Up, 3 Down. Welcome in, everybody, to 3 Up, 3 Down. I'm your host, Peter Vryonis. Before we talk about the Blue Jays, I just want to send out my thoughts to that Pittsburgh Pirates fan who had a fall off the Roberto Clemente wall in Pittsburgh at the Pirates game, and that was scary. I mean, I tried looking for an update, and all I could find as of now was that he is still in critical condition, which is at around 10 a.m. Eastern time on May 1st. So it's a scary situation all around. I mean, I feel for his friends and family that had to witness that. I also feel for the fans that were around and the players that had to witness that as well. Scary situation. Hopefully he can live his life after this, or just get through this and survive. That's a big fall, 21 feet, the Roberto Clemente wall, and I don't know what the motivation was behind it. I don't know if there were other factors, but it doesn't really matter. Don't really worry about that. I just hope he's going to be okay, and hopefully he can make a speedy recovery or some sort of recovery. So yeah, wishing all the best to that fan, and hopefully we can get an update soon just to give us some peace of mind here. But a scary situation, of course. But let's talk some Blue Jays, because yesterday they did something that I did not think they were capable of doing, which was, first off, winning a baseball game with the way that they've been playing lately, and second is winning a game where they're down by multiple runs. And how did they do it? They went against the grain last night, man. They went against the grain. We haven't seen them hit home runs all season long. And what do? They break out 3 in a game that was pretty much lost. Anthony Santander, Dalton Varsho, and Alejandro Kirk. I mean, some usual suspects there in Dalton Varsho and Anthony Santander, who I think is really going to start to heat up here as the weather gets warmer and he finds his timing. He's always been a slow starter. Santander is going to finish the year with 35-plus home runs. And it was nice to see him homer last night when it was 6-3. It was 6-3, and Santander hits a 3-run home run. So even though he's been struggling, he's come up with a couple of big hits this year, and he's been a run producer for this team. That's exactly what they signed him to do. I don't care if he hits 230 or 200 for that matter. If he's going to slug 35 to 40 home runs a year, I'm going to take that. And I think that is a lot more valuable than a guy that hits 260, 270 with absolutely no power. So Anthony Santander going to heat up here. Alejandro Kirk, I think, as well, has struggled with the bat, and I was expecting him to have sort of a bounce-back season. So it was nice to see him contribute. And Dalton Varsho, I mean, no disrespect to Andres Jimenez, but his strength is not his bat. So he was batting cleanup early in the season. I mean, he had a hot start, I'll give him that, but I don't think anyone thought that he was going to lead the team in home runs through the first month of the season, but he was. Now that Dalton Varsho's back, you see Jimenez slide back in the order. You have George Springer, who was swinging a hot bat, who's cooled off a little bit, but still someone that you'd probably rather in the 4-hole just because of his power output than an Andres Jimenez. So I mentioned in the intro that yesterday's win could potentially save the season for the Toronto Blue Jays, and here's why. They're 2-8 in their last 10 games, which is including their win from last night. So this was a team that was scuffling. There were a few games over 500 and right there for the division lead. I know it's early and you don't really read too much into that stuff, but they were playing some good baseball. Their starting pitching was fantastic. Their bullpen anchored by Jimmy Garcia and Jeff Hoffman, who have been two of the best signings in the offseason of the offseason thus far. Anchored by those two guys, they were winning games, and the formula was simple. Just get enough runs, get a lead, and turn it over to those dominant bullpen arms. Now, is that sustainable over the course of 162? No, because you're going to have lulls, and your starting pitching is going to struggle. But that is the thing with this team. There's no margin for error for the starting pitching because of the way that the offense has performed over the past couple of years. Now, with Dalton Varsho back, with Santander hopefully getting hot, hopefully as well Bo Bichette with his power production, that could give you 5 or 6 reliable hitters. And starts with Bo, Vlad, Santander, Springer, Varsho. So that's 5 right there. And maybe Kirk, who has won a Silver Slugger in the past. There are some names on this team that can contribute. And there are some guys that I believe in personally as a Toronto Blue Jays fan. But yesterday's win was something that we haven't seen in a very long time, which was this team coming back from a big deficit and hitting home runs. It felt good. It felt good to see that because it doesn't happen very often. And usually we don't really see much fight from this Blue Jays team. So I think if they can do that, they know that it's in them. And it's going to flip a switch for them. And then maybe we could see a different sort of intensity on a nightly basis from this Blue Jays team that could ultimately save their season. But that'll wrap it up for this episode of 3 Up, 3 Down. And I will see you all tomorrow.